Welcome to New Fast Food. Would you like to try a double Whopper Jr. melt? That's what you might hear if you walk into a Burger King. This promotion, I'm telling you, it's bizarre. I'll discuss the details of the new Whopper melt from all angles, plus there's a somewhat odd new cheeseburger offering from Dairy Queen. A head-scratching episode of New Fast Food starts now. We'll get into the Whopper melt in just a moment, but first, I want to give some quick updates on some of the leaks that I reported on last week that have now been officially confirmed. First up, nacho fries. Last week, I reported that they'd be releasing on March 10th with the potential early access just a couple of days before. Both the release date and the early access ended up being confirmed. Nacho fries are now available along with everything else that I reported on last week from Taco Bell. One bonus is that you can now swap out the nacho cheese for any other sauce using the app. When you're ordering through the app, you now have the option to switch out the nacho cheese for any other sauce. So if you want to dip your fries in cheese, that's fine. But if you don't want to, you can dip them in creamy jalapeno or maybe avocado ranch. Or, this is my favorite, you can actually sub the nacho cheese for guacamole. Then you could eat the fries plain. That's how I would prefer to eat them. And use the guac to add it to your taco or dip your quesadilla in it. That's truly a bonus. It's a small thing, but could be game changing. Alright, so nacho fries ended up being confirmed. Another item I reported leaked info on last week that was confirmed now is the Chipotle Pollo Asado. This one actually has an unwelcome bonus, that being that the Pollo Asado is considered a premium chicken. So chicken, of course, is usually the cheapest meat on the menu at Chipotle. But now, which is still the case, the regular chicken is still the cheapest meat on the menu. But now the Pollo Asado, it's considered a premium chicken, so it costs about $1 more than the regular chicken. I have been hearing good things about the Pollo Asado though, so have you tried it? Is it worth the extra $1? Let me know. One last confirmation from last week. I reported Subway would launch the Capicola meat on March 8th. That was confirmed and is available now. I detailed the 2 new sandwiches. There actually ended up being a third sandwich that I was not aware of. And in a bizarre move, the third sandwich doesn't feature the Capicola meat at all. It's promoted by quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo, and it's got chicken and pepperoni on it. The connection there is that Jimmy Garoppolo is Italian, and these are Italian sandwiches, and the Capicola is Italian meat. But I don't understand why they wouldn't just make him promote something that has the Capicola on it. It's a little weird. So, alright, now with the updates out of the way, let's get into the news, and something that I find to be very bizarre, and that's the Whopper Melt promotion at Burger King. Here it is, it's available now. The burger itself is actually getting pretty good reviews, and I don't doubt that it's delicious. It looks really good. It's got grilled onions, cheese, stacker sauce, and for what it's worth, BK fans love the stacker sauce. It was gone from the menu for a while, and it's been back also for a while now, but for the period of time that it was gone, BK fans were begging for it to come back. So it's got the stacker sauce on it. People love that. There's actually 3 versions. There's the normal Whopper Melt, as I've just described. There's the Bacon Whopper Melt. Obviously, this one has bacon on it. And there's the Spicy Whopper Melt. This one has jalapenos, and instead of that stacker sauce, it's got a spicy sauce. So all the Whopper Melts are sandwiched between 2 pieces of toast. Now, every patty melt that I've ever had uses rye bread, but I guess I can get past that. Even so, there are several other things that I do find truly bizarre about the Whopper Melt. Alright, so number 1, the name. So finally Burger King seems interested in promoting new burgers under the Whopper name. So for so long, it seemed like they were avoiding this. When they were putting out things like the Sourdough King and the American Brewhouse King, it was puzzling to me that they weren't calling these the Sourdough Whopper or the American Brewhouse Whopper. I mean, after all, they're using the same burger patty. It seemed like a missed opportunity to me. And what it seems, they've finally seen the error of their ways, and they're starting to promote their new burgers under the Whopper name. That's great, except for this first variation has nothing to do with the Whopper. There's nothing Whopper about it. None of the same toppings, that's fine, but the one thing that defines the Whopper, it doesn't have. That's the Whopper patty. So how is the Sourdough King not a Whopper, but this is? It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. The only possible connection, and it's a stretch, is that the Whopper Melts use Whopper Jr. patties. Now, of course, there's no such thing as a Whopper Jr. patty. A Whopper Jr., of course, is just a Whopper made with a regular burger patty. The same patty that's in like a regular hamburger at Burger King. So it's a big stretch, in my opinion, to call this a Whopper variation based on that. In their press release, Burger King mentions that this is the first in what will eventually be a whole new line of Whopper variations. And so I say, if that's true, are they all going to be made with the small patties? I get it that 2 small patties are the same size as 1 Whopper patty, a quarter pound, but that's not the point. If I'm ordering something that's called a Whopper, I want it to be big like a Whopper. Again, this is a bizarre situation to name this the Whopper Melt, in my opinion. The other bizarre aspect number 2, is the price. Okay, so we all know at its core that this Whopper Melt is basically just a double cheeseburger with different toppings and a different bun. So why does it cost so much more? In my area, the double cheeseburger is $2.49. Now to me, that's already way too high for a double cheeseburger because that thing used to be $1. But it's $2.49 now. The suggested retail price of the Whopper Melt is $4.29. So you gotta ask yourself, is it really worth an extra $2 for the toast and the grilled onions? I mean, that's a tough call. Now in my area, the Whopper Melt is actually selling for $5.49. That's a $3 upcharge for the toast and the grilled onions. I mean, that's no way, come on. The other thing that's odd about the price is just a few weeks ago, Burger King stated that they don't want to discount the Whopper anymore. Well, if we're supposed to accept that the Whopper Melt is a special Whopper, then logically it should probably be priced higher than a regular Whopper. In my area, the Whopper sells for $6.19, which means that the Whopper Melt is actually priced well below just a normal Whopper. This sort of connects to the same problem with the name. If this were simply called a BK Patty Melt or something like that, the price, would make a lot more sense. But because they slapped the Whopper name on it, they're essentially discounting the Whopper name, which, again, they said earlier they didn't want to do. It's very odd. I get it. It's hard to maintain a cohesive message at a large company, but this sort of takes the cake, in my opinion. There's one more bizarre point to this, but this one actually works in favor of customers. So, along with the Whopper Melts, Burger King is offering 4 special Whopper Melt meals. These come with drink and either fries and mozzarella sticks, fries and jalapeno poppers, fries and bacon on the burger, or onion rings and nothing else. It's a little weird that the onion ring one doesn't come with anything else, but the really bizarre part is the price. Take a look, they're all $6. Now that makes some of these a really good deal, considering that, again, the Whopper Melt by itself is $4.29. So for example, in the mozzarella sticks one, if you value the Whopper Melt at $4.29, then you get a drink, fries, and mozzarella sticks for $1.70. In my opinion, this is the way to go if you're going to try the Whopper Melt because, and this is the kicker, that $6 price appears to be forced through all the restaurants. Now, if you don't know, at fast food restaurants, some promotions, each restaurant has the ability to set their own prices. That's why the Whopper Melt at my Burger King is more than $4.29. It's $5.49. While other promotions, the corporation can force every restaurant to participate in the promotional price. Think of this like the equivalent is like the $5 box at Taco Bell. All of the Taco Bells usually have the $5 box for $5. And a rule of thumb is usually if the price is advertised in the commercial or on the posters, it's forced through all the restaurants. There's some exceptions to that. So it looks like this $6 Whopper Melt meal price is being honored at every restaurant, at least for now. That makes for some bizarre menu pricing. Take a look at this. These are the prices at my local Burger King. Take note especially of the Bacon Whopper Melt. By itself, it's $6.19. But a Bacon Whopper Melt with fries and a drink is 20 cents cheaper. This is weird, but hopefully you can benefit from this information. Don't get ripped off. Get the meal deal if you want to try the Whopper Melt. All right, have you tried the Whopper Melt? What are your thoughts? Let me know. And I think we can move on. I think we've sufficiently covered the Whopper Melt from every angle, as promised. Let's move on to another new cheeseburger. This one is from Dairy Queen. It's the 2-Cheese Deluxe Signature Stack Burger. That's a long name for basically a double cheeseburger with white cheddar. Yeah, not too much originality in this one. It's got one slice of yellow cheddar and one slice of white cheddar. And this kind of continues a trend that perhaps you've noticed of recent promotional burgers not being too creative. Recently we had the Bacon Beast Burger at Carl's and Hardee's, basically just a burger with extra bacon. And then we also had the Bacon on Bacon quarter-pound double cheeseburger at Sonic with, you guessed it, extra bacon. Now I'm not saying any of these burgers are bad, but they certainly do lack some flair. I have a theory on why this is happening. My theory is that it's an outcome of the employee shortage going on right now. And simpler promotions involve less training and less complexity. So, if you have a bunch of new people that you just hired, it's easier to train them how to make, sort of these simple promotion burgers than it would be to have them, create this elaborate, like a Whopper Melt. I would say the Whopper Melt is one of the more creative promotions that we've seen lately. Folks, I'm Fast Food Brian, and hey, thanks for watching. Subscribe to keep on rocking, thumbs up to help my cause, and leave a comment in the section down below. Right now, you can watch some more videos.